Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. It's our NFL Legend video. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite Cowboy players of all time, Everson, cornerback, Dallas Cowboys by way of Grambling State University. So if you like the video today, please come in and share it. Once again, I'm your host, Vincent Turner. So I'm going to jump right into it. A lot of people don't know this about me, Vincent Turner. Of course, I'm part of Phi Beta Sigma, January the 9th, 1914. But I attended the University of Arkansas from 78 to 1982. And from a sports standpoint, the team I live and die with is the Dallas Cowboys. I'm just going to be honest with you. I've been loving this great organization and team since 1966. The days of Dandy Don Meredith, Bob Hayes, Don Perkins, Bob Lilly, Roger Staubach, Drew Pearson, the list goes on and on. But this gentleman right here, he went against all odds. To be able to play for a team, America's team, in your hometown of Dallas, Texas, is very amazing to me. Then you come into the league in 1981, and that 1981 draft was unbelievable with the football players they had. Lawrence Taylor, Kenny Easley, George Rogers, E.J. Jr., Hugh Green, Ronnie Lott, Dennis Smith, Bobby Butler, Humphrey Dixon, Mark May. Unbelievable collection of talent. But this gentleman came in and made it as an undrafted free agent. Let that sink in for 1 minute. An undrafted free agent and started his first year and had 11 interceptions back in 1981. That's God. I'm just being honest with you. And at the time, I was a senior at the University of Arkansas, and I was watching him come into the league. And he started in the defensive backfield. They had another undrafted free agent, Michael Downs. And they made it to the NFC Championship game, January the 10th, 1982. And he was getting ready to make that great play at the goal line with Dwight Clark and the 49ers make that great catch. But Everson succeeded every obstacle in making it in pro football. See, I want to play in the league, but I didn't have the skill set or the ability. It's a lot of people out there that can't say they played in the National Football League. Making in that league, let's be honest, it's almost like Godzilla coming into your city. It is hard. And to make it as an undrafted free agent, that's what's really more amazing. But see, a lot of people didn't know this. The one thing studying Mr. Everson he played for the great Eddie Robinson. But he came out of the SWAC, who had put some great cornerbacks in the league. And see, down in the SWAC, back in the 70s and 80s, it wasn't no cover two. It wasn't no safety over the top. You played man to man, because I know one of my greatest friends who passed last year, kudos to Lawrence King, the 901. He went to Alcorn State on a football scholarship in 79. And I remember him coming back telling us, man, this game is different down in the SWAC. They're not going to give you no help. They want you to play man to man. And see, I think that really kind of protocol Everson in making it into the league. Because when you look at all the great corners that played in the SWAC, the Lynn Barneys, the Leslie Fraziers, the Ronell Youngs, the Mark Harpers, the Jimmy Marcellus, the Albert Lewis. So you can't get no competition no better than anywhere back during that time. So Everson Walls was, I think, more prepared than any other corners coming into the National Football League. The only reason he getting drafted because he had a bad scouting combine. He didn't run a good 40 time. But all I know is, look at his career, man. But I'm going to start with the skill set. Watching Everson, he had good feet, A+. The instincts, A+. The football intelligence, A+. The ball skills, off the charts, A+. The smoothness and the transition out of the back pedal, A+. And I don't have to say no more. His career, 57 interceptions, 44 interceptions with the Dallas Cowboys. First team All-Pro in 1983. Second team All-Pro 1982, 1985. Pro Bowl 81, 82, and 85. Interception leader for a season, 1981, as a rookie. Man, he was special. And his feet, A+ with the skill level. But I think this was separated Everson Walls and why. When I look at the Dallas Cowboys and look over the history, I think about Michael Irvin, I think about Emmitt Smith, I think about Troy Aikman. Then I think about Roger Staubach, I think about Drew Pearson. And them guys won Super Bowls, there's no question about it. They're part of Cowboy Nation, nationwide, America's team. But I want people to understand this. Pound for pound, heart to heart, spirit to spirit, overcoming obstacles and adversity and playing at a high level, there's been no better Cowboy than Everson Walls. No better other Cowboy than Everson Walls, brother. And coming into the league with that Dallas Cowboys secondary that consists of Benny Barnes, Stanford University, Michael Downs, Rice University, Ron Fellows from University of Missouri, Dennis Thurman, USC, Steve Wilson, Howard University, Dexter Clinchdale, South Carolina State. Everson Walls set the tone. And think about the competition he went against. Dwight Clark at the time. Clemson, West Chandler, Florida. James Lofton, Stanford. Alfred Jenkins and Atlanta Falcons. Frank Lewis, Grambling. Chris Collinsworth, Florida. Mike Quick. Boy, Mike Quick was nasty. Louis Lips, Southern Mississippi. Art Monk, Syracuse Finest. And Steve Largent, University of Tulsa. And Roy Green, Henderson State. That's who Everson Walls was going up against back in the day. And all of them were pretty good, man. The guy was a football player, man. Played in 133 games. Started 127. 57 interceptions. 391 return yards. 3 fumble recoveries. And it's a shame that he's not in the Hall of Fame. Come on, man. What y'all doing, you voters? Member of the Black Sports College Football Hall of Fame. Member of the SWAC Hall of Fame. Come on, man. What y'all doing here? What y'all doing? Lord, what are y'all doing? And let me throw another one out why he got great tutelage while he's in the SWAC. Willie Brown. And Aeneas Williams. Everson came before them, but it's like a fraternity. All those players at that position come out and play at a high level. The only difference, Everson Walls didn't get drafted. But what I really love about Everson Walls, see, that's the thing about, as my parents tell me, your heart is even right or it's not. And sometimes we get caught up in society and we talk the game, but we don't walk the game. I'm going to take everything away from Everson Walls' playing career. You know what I love about Mr. Walls? And if I saw him, I would bow down and kiss his feet. Tuesday, December the 12th, 2006, he donated a kidney to his late teammate, Rod Springs. People don't do that, even for their own family. Everson Walls did that. And that's what I'm going to take the greatest memory, that he donated his kidney. See, that's something about having your heart right and being special as a person. That's why that young man came into the National Football League in 1981 and made it as an undrafted free agent, started his first game. And he took that after his life and loved his teammate like a brother in Ron Springs and donated a kidney. People not doing that, man. I've been doing these videos on this platform for the last 3 years. And out of all the stories, this is going to be one of my favorite stories about Everson Walls. And what I'm blessed with, he played for my team, who I support, who I love to the day I die, the Dallas Cowboys. See, Cowboy Nation, if you're watching this video today, what you should be doing is taking up a pension and getting this man into the Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Famer. Not as a player, but also as a person. There's only one thing I'm mad at you, Mr. Walls. When I was a 21-year-old, watching that championship game against the 49ers, I had $25 on the game. 2 pizzas coming from Pizza Hut and a 6-pack of Budweiser. And you allowed the White Clock to catch that touchdown. But man, I still love you. And I was watching that game with some of my beautiful friends, Victor Moss out of Magnolia, Arkansas, a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. Larry Cooper from Magnolia, Arkansas. Emmanuel Belt from Coda, Arkansas, right outside Forest City, Arkansas. And Billy Anderson from Morrilton, Arkansas. That's the only thing I'm mad at you, Mr. Walls. But the reason that I love the Dallas Cowboys is because of you, man. You're a true Cowboy. December the 12th, 2006, donating his kidney to Rod Springs. And to the Springs family, Sean, to the Cowboy Nation, to all the Cowboys, man, we need to try to get this brother into the Hall of Fame. He was special, man. Special football player. And it's been an honor today to talk about Everson Walls. How about them Cowboys? Grambling State University. And when I use a basketball analogy, Everson Walls reminded me of this young man that played for LaSalle University that was an All-American Player of the Year in 1990 by the name of Lionel Simmons. Meek, humble, did his thing on the court like Mr. Everson Walls. So today, my final words from Mr. Everson Walls by the great singer, Sade, smooth operator. He's laughing with another girl and playing with another heart. Everson Walls came in the National Football League playing with all your hearts, you NFL scouts and all you other GMs. Y'all made a huge, huge mistake because you saw what Everson Walls did. He became a shining star. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. I've been your host, Vincent Turner. How about them Cowboys? And to my producer, Mr. Logan Landers, thank you today. Man, that guy right there was special. This on my screen, Everson Walls, Dallas Cowboys. Y'all be blessed.